for the second day faculty development program on research, article writing and publishing. I also welcome today's guest of honor, Dr.D.Nirmal, Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Karunya Institute of Technology and Science, Coimbatore, handling the session on research metrics and measurement for research validity. I now invite Dr. P. Vijayakumar Sir, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Computer Application, to welcome the gathering and to introduce the resource person. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all present here in this faculty development programs. It gives me immense pleasure to extend very warm welcome you all to the 5 days virtual international faculty development program on research, article writing and publishing, organized by Department of Computer Science and Commerce on behalf of our management, principal, HODs, staff members and students of Sri Jayendra Saraswathy Maha Vidyalaya College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. I welcome our principal ma'am, Dr. R. Premalata, for encouraging us to conduct a faculty development program like this today. I welcome all the participants in this faculty development programs. We are truly delighted with your presence. I feel honored to welcome all the HODs from various departments, staff members, and my dear students for taking a keen part in this important forums. I welcome our today's resource person, Dr. D. Nirmal, Professor and Head of the Department, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Karunya Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. Dr. D. Nirmal has obtained his BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Anna University and MTech in VLSI Design from Karunya Institute of Technology and Sciences. He has completed PhD in Information and Communication Engineering from Anna University in the year 2013. He is presently working as an associate professor and head in the Department of Electrical and Communication Engineering. His research interest includes nanoelectronics and 1D, 2D materials and carbon nanotubes, GAN technologies, device and circuit simulation GSL, sensors and nanoscale device design and modeling. He is a funding chair of IEEE EDS Coimbatore chapter. He has completed a project funded by DRDO, Government of India, and currently handling a funded project from ISRO, Department of Science and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, India. He has also received the patents. He has published more than 100 research papers. He is also a senior IEEE member. He has delivered many lectures in national and international level conferences and forums. He has written a book and 4 chapters, and he achieved the fellowships and the many academic awards. And his professional activities includes life members of ISTE and a senior member of IEEE and members of Institute of Engineers. We are grateful to him for accepting our invitations and becoming a resource person of today's faculty development forums. Welcome you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I am sure that you all will feel enriched with knowledge after completion of this faculty development programs. I welcome you all once again to the faculty development programs and hope that you all will have a great time ahead. Thank you.
Sir, shall I start now or?
Sir, wait, sir. Subhatra ma'am. Subhatra ma'am.
Okay, sir, you can continue, sir. You can continue the session, sir.
Okay, now I hand over the sessions to the today's resource persons, Dr. Nirmal, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor, for your introduction. And also thank you so much for the faculty members and the college administration, as well as various college faculty members are here, I hope. I would like to bring the greetings from Karunya Institute of Technology and Sciences, as well as IEEE Madras section for the wishes. Before going for today's session, I normally does this whenever I go for a program. I used to get some feedback first, and I will orient my talk according to the requirement of the audience. Okay. Whenever you go for a general talk, that's much needed because we need to understand the audience first a little bit. Then it will be easy for me to give the expectations of the audience has to be met. Okay, so before going for my discussion, I would like to have quick inputs from you. Probably you can use the chat box and give your name and from which institute. Probably that alone it's required to understand from your end. If needed, if you wanted to give, you can give your area of interest as well in your chat box. Your name, you are from which institute, and your area of interest, what you are doing actually. Maybe if you ask me, I will write electronic devices, systems, and architectures, something like that. If you could give some feedbacks there in the chat box, that will be useful for me to orient my session towards the requirements, please. Yeah, we'll take few minutes because that's much needed for everybody to understand each other. You are in a faculty development program. Yeah. Participants, you can give your name as well as the institute there in the chat box.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Good. Cyber security from BIT. Yes. CAS. Department of IT. St. Joseph College. Yes. Good. Thank you. Thanks for your quick response. Yes. St. Joseph Convent. Yes. Aided College. Okay. Salem. Okay. Research scholars. Yeah. Good. So, wireless sensor network. Okay. Good. Big data. Okay. Good. Okay. Leader. Okay. Can I get few more so that I'll be quickly assessing the audience variety. Okay. Yeah. Research scholar from Sri Ramakrishna. Okay. Text mining. PSGR. Okay. Krishna. Good. Okay. Thank you so much. So what I understand from here now, yeah, machine learning, okay, CAS. Few research scholars as well as faculty members are there in this group from various domains. They may be from arts domain is there, science also present, engineering domain as well, some application technology domain as well. Okay, so I am orienting my presentation towards that. My talk and my discussion will be oriented towards that. Once again, I welcome all of you for this faculty development program. Faculty development program is very important in the university as well as the college setup. Now it is need of the hour to develop and enhance the faculty members from one level to the next level. In this connection, actually, the college has taken an initiative and they have done doing this program. I am extremely happy about that. And thanks for inviting me to give my thoughts also for this program. The topic which they have given to me is a very important topic as far as the faculty is concerned. Okay. So I'm going to share my presentation to you. Yes, 1 second. You are able to see my presentation slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Slide is visible.
Metrics. Yeah, thank you. Metrics and measurements for research validity. The title very clearly indicated the measurements and the metrics for research. Okay. How we are going to evaluate the research. If you ask me, it's a very depth title. The metrics is there. How we are going to measure is present. Then our research is one of the component and validity. If I look at the perspective of this title, I can talk about metrics, measurements, research, and validity as a different angle. But put together, okay. Now the need of the hour is research and development for the university as well as the colleges. Understanding the background of the speakers as well as the titles, I have oriented my talk based on 4 parameters. These are all the 4 parameters which I am going to talk today. Okay. One is projects, another is patents, third is publication, and the fourth one is consultancy. Okay. If you take a faculty from the university or colleges, the faculty members are requested, or faculty members are expected rather, to contribute in these lines. You should have a projects, you should have a patents, you should have a publications, you should involve in the consultancy works. These are all the minimum criteria now expected from the university or colleges. So my talk to you today, it's ring around these 4 components. I'll be discussing on some of the important parameters and the metrics, as well as from my experience, I would like to give some input towards that. If you ask me to talk or give the input on project, I will take for a long session for a project. But within the short span, I am just giving what are the opportunities available, how we can go about it, and the glimpse about it. Okay. If you have any doubt at any time, you can stop me and you can ask. Otherwise, in the end of the question answer session also you can ask. Okay. Straight away, I'm going to talk about the first one is the research project. Research project is a very key important metrics for research as a faculty is concerned. If you ask me how to go about the research project, I am in the beginning stage of my career. Shall I proceed the funds for agencies? Which agencies you can take? Or, if you ask me a question like that, okay. First, I will tell you, you understand the background of the research projects. Okay. Research projects can be classified basically, international project as well as the national projects. Okay. If you ask me, international projects, you can go for US-based project, Europe-based project. You can go for Middle East. You can go for such kind of a collaborative projects outside international. The second one is the national projects. We can target on the national projects, national agencies, where we will be talking about Department of Science and Technology, CSIR, DSIR, okay, Department of Space, so on and so forth. Many national projects, schemes are available. We'll be giving it. Now, these two categories are very important. If you are going to start the projects, you should assess first which category which I am going to try first. Whether I am going to do the international project as a national project. If you ask me, I will suggest you go with the national project first. Okay, straight away go with the national project first. Okay, the national project, how will you do it? Okay, how the categories are available? There is some grants like that, core research grants are available based on your specific areas. Say, for example, you are working in big data. You need to be very clear on the core research grant and the schemes which is available from Government of India, where you should apply and how much you can apply it in the beginning stage. All these things actually you have to keep there in your mind. These are very basic needs. Sir, I am good in big data. Okay. I know what the society or a Intel or a NVIDIA or a Qualcomm it is required now. But how will I convert this as a project to an industry or an organization or a society based one? Okay. That's up to you.
Sharing, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So the core research grant is a very important point. You have to look into it. Okay, if you are going for very specific in your domain area projects. Then second is a social relevant projects. Social relevant projects means your technology is involved. Okay, at the same time, you will be developing something for the social concern. You may be developing for some assistive devices. You may be developing something for rain harvesting. Okay, you are may developing for some disaster management systems. You can develop for something for food management system, something relevant to the society. Okay, that comes under the society projects. Then the seed projects. Seed projects are very, very basic projects. Normally we take and do very small projects, and that may be a core or it may be a societal. Okay. I want to draw the attention to all the faculty members. You first decide national or international level you are going to do it. National level, if you have decided, you have to fix your mind whether I'm going to focus on my core research grants or I'm going to focus on my social projects. Okay. If you decided on that, you can very well define, okay, I'm going to do this. You have to align your focus and your writing and the discussions towards that dimension. Then you have to make a call that whether you are going to do your project as a collaborative project. Collaborations may be from international means international universities you will collaborate. National means national institutes you will collaborate. Sometimes intra-universities you will collaborate, and the inter-universities also you can collaborate. Say, for example, I am working in Karunya Institute of Technology and Sciences in electronics department. I want to do some project along with my physics department. I can collaborate and do it. Okay. Similar, like say I am working here, I want to do some project along with IIT Madras professor. I will be collaborating and I can do it. Okay, such kind of collaborations is required for some of projects. Okay. You have to point it very clearly. You need to work within the department or outside the department, inside your college or university or outside the university. In that categories goes, okay, national laboratories you can collaborate and do it. Okay, international laboratories you can collaborate and do it. The collaborations are wide. We cannot limit the collaborative projects. That is very wide. Okay. Then interdisciplinary is again keyword for your projects. These are all the research metrics you need to understand. If a person is present there, okay, whether this person is handling a project or not, based on the projects, if the research projects is research metrics is evaluated. Okay, how much is the caliber for research? Okay, how much he is contributing for social through research. It is not only going for projects and getting a projects and publishing some papers and going for a patent and finishing off. Okay, the greater responsibility of the research is for a faculty to serve the society. It is very, very important now. Okay, I often discuss with some of the researchers. They say, actually, I have published this paper, no, with this and all. Okay, what is the outcome of that? Next, the question: what is the outcome of your research publication? Your research publication has taken for some product developments. Okay, that product in turn came to the society for developing some kind of technology growth there in the society. See, all our research works has to come to the society. Okay, society. No, I am willing. No, in our university near, actually, a lot of places are there. Okay, no, many villages around we have. Okay. My research contributions has reached to the in and around people is the question actually everybody should have. It is not only getting some grants, at the same time it has to reach to the society. I am developing some electronic devices. That devices I am making as a design. That design is published in some of the papers. Then some of the companies, okay, I am just giving an example. Okay, Intel is taking that design and doing that there in the fabrication center, and they are making as ICs and putting there in the mobile phone, and that mobile phone is coming to the market. From the market, actually, people are purchasing and using the mobile phone. Means I'll get a satisfaction of, okay, which I have designed, I have published, that has come as a product in somewhere or other way. Okay, somewhere or other way. We may not know actually, that may come to the project or end, but we should have that thoughts in your mind. Okay, I hope this is a faculty group, so the alignment of the research projects should be like in this direction. There's several types I have said. Okay, that is a outcome which I am talking about, it the project outcome. Okay, that's what in our government of India, always the Ministry of Health, okay, always they talks about, give some outcome related to the health sector. Okay, give some outcome related to the energy sectors, which is really needed for our nation, and also in turn for the whole world we require. So I request all of you to have a glimpse. These are the types you can have it, and which area you're going to focus on it. Okay, some specific inputs you wanted, probably you can connect. I can help you out there. Know how we'll go for this kind of a projects in that. So these are all the projects which we looks. Okay, now I want to give some of the agencies related to that. Okay, very popular agencies, which for national agencies I'm just giving. I'm not going to touch on the international agencies, because international agencies, unless and until we don't have a strong collaborations with international agencies, and also the based on the ranking, actually that will be decided. Okay, I suggest you to go for, okay, Department of Science and Technology is a very popular one. All the areas people can work on it. Okay, then the Department of Atomic Energy, you can work on that. Now the Ministry of Renewable Energy, you can work on it. Okay, DSIR, Department of Science, Societal, that industrial one, you can work. Department of Space, you can work. Department of Ocean Technology, you can work. Okay, see, the list goes on. I'm just given some brief and inputs to you. You have some projects. Okay, you had got some idea. First, you have to decide which agency you are going to approach for us. Okay. Whether you need to apply for national agencies. Okay, in that national agencies, which agency you are going to apply for it. You have to decide. From this list, you can take a number of lists are present there. Then you will be writing the projects. Some participants,
Dear
actually,
participants,
some disturbances.
kindly mute your mic.
I I think the admin can mute it. Admin, I think you can mute the. Thank you. All right. If you go for projects, now I wanted to give some important tricks for your research metrics are evaluated based on the projects. Okay. One, if you are going to write a project, your project should have a clear objective of the project. Your project should have a clear objective. Objective number one, I'm going to design this. Okay. Objective number two, I'm going to develop this. I will design, then I will go for development. Objective number three, this will be given to a output to the society or something like that. Okay. So you should have a clear objective for the project. Many of time I have been evaluating some projects from Department of Science and Technology. In the evaluation, I found that the objectives are not at all clear in the projects. Okay, very vague objectives. Any evaluator is a project format if it is goes. If the project, okay, title and your objective. Title is very important, very important as the project is concerned. Title and your objective is not matching. Okay, straight away the possibility of rejecting your project is 95% and above. So for any of the metrics, if you go for the projects, you should be very clear on your objective. Once you have done your objective, you have to give the methodology very clearly. Okay, the methodology can be like this. Okay, the methodologies normally in all the sectors, science, engineering, and technology, what they do is they can go for some kind of simulation work. They can go for some kind of mathematical models. Okay. They can go for some of the numerical models. Okay. They can go for some of the prototype development. Okay. They can go for complete product development. Complete product developments. Then they can go for some of the software developments as well. We have to be very clear the methodology, what I am going to contribute for the project. Okay, whether it is a simulation project, you have to be very thorough on the simulation tools, and what are the toolbox available, what is the infrastructure which is required for it. All these things has to be very clear based on the methodology. Okay, your objectives and methodologies are met based on the requirements, then you will be defining your timeline. Okay, I know it is going to be a 6 months project. You are planning for 1 year or 2 year or 3 year or maximum of 5 years. Okay, that is the maximum duration you can have it. Okay. Always the timeline is very important when you go for projects. Okay. You have to define and give the timeline accordingly. The project, how you are categorizing. Then at last your deliverables. Okay, what you are going to deliver out of project. Normally people write, we'll be publishing a papers, okay, and we'll be doing a patent or IPR, okay, or we'll be delivering some products. Okay, no, beyond that, okay, anything is there, you have to highlight on that. These are all the deliverables, very normal deliverables. Okay, but minimum deliverables it's required. So objectives are very important. Your methodologies are important, timeline and the deliverables. Actually, framing and making the person or training the faculty to write a project. Actually, that itself take a 1 or 2 days to complete a process for a training. Okay, but I'm just giving here. Okay, these are all objectives. You can have it, methodology, timelines, as well as the deliverables. Okay. If all these things are okay and you are matching with the requirements, that getting the projects is very easy to do it. This is one of the area actually people are working for projects in that. The next one is a publication. I want to tell you to fetch any one of the projects. I'm talking about projects in the research first. You wanted to fetch a project, minimum you should have quantified publications with you. If you are going for national or international core research grants, people will be looking for whether you have done a very quantified work in that area. The first step, okay, if you submit a proposal, they will open up and see the profile of the principal investigator as well as the co-investigator, whether he or she has done a good publications out of in that area, okay, the credibility of the work. It is all very, very important to check. Okay, publications in various categories are present there. As this complete training is based on the research metrics, I just giving. You can give journals. You can go for conference. Okay, you can go for book chapters, monograms. Okay, anything you can go for. Okay. Minimum, you should have no publications from SCA index journals. Minimum 2 publications is required for any of the project submissions. If you ask me, says I don't have a publications, can I apply a project? Yeah, you can, of course. Okay, there is no limits on that, but no, desirable is you should have some publications in that. If it talks about a journal, again you have international, national journals are present there. Conference, national and international conferences present there. Books, again you have textbook is present there. Your edited books are present there. Your handbooks are present there. Okay, that also you can do it in national publishers, international publishers, e-publishers. Okay, a number of publishers are present there. And you can go for chapters for contributing one another. Okay, and also you can make a small monograms to publish. Okay. These are all the basic publication categories you can have it. Why I'm listing this? Okay, apart from that, other categories also we have, but these are all the major categories. These categories are very, very important as far as the ranking agencies is concerned, as far as the faculty profile is concerned, as far as fetching the project is concerned. These are all very important parameters you should climb. Okay. If you ask me about the publications, publications have national and international, I said. Again, you have to be very clear whether I'm going for a short communication or I'm going for a long communication or I'm going for a review kind of a stuff. These are all basic categories we have there in the journal. I'm just listed very, only 3 categories. Some journals we have 5 categories as well. Okay. Short papers, maybe 2 to 4 or 3 pages. Within that, you can communicate. Letters, we normally write this letters or communications. Okay, people will don't have much time to discuss. They'll say, okay, letters can be done. Okay, and go for the next is long communication. Long communication is again a factor. Long communication, sometimes people go for 5 pages and beyond that. And the review articles is the third type. I wanted to give a little bit on this. Okay, publications is a key for your project. I request all the faculty members to work on the publication precisely. Okay, you wanted to do some publication. The first step, you should have to identify your area of interest. That's what I asked in the beginning. What is your area of interest? Identifying the area of interest is very, very important. Sometimes if I discuss with some of the researchers as well as faculty members, if you ask the area of interest, they will say very general area of interest. Okay, I am going to work on some applications, very general. Okay, we have to be very precise on what area you are going to work. If you ask me, sir, which area you are working, I used to say, I am working on electron devices, circuits and systems. That's it. Okay, that itself covers a lot. I work in VLSI, I work in sensors, I work in devices. In that, what you are working, sir? If you ask me in depth, I'll say I am working on no high power and low power devices. Okay, in the high power and low power devices, what you are working? If you ask me, I'll say in the low power devices, I am working on FinFET technology, FinFET devices. Okay. Then if you ask me, in FinFET, what device you are working on it? Sir, I am working on Tri-Gate FinFET technology. Okay, in that, what kind of size you are working on it? Okay, if you ask me, I am working in the nanoscale Tri-Gate FinFET technology. Okay, such kind of a focus actually we should have. Okay, if you know, you may think that, see, I am, sir, I am very new to this. Okay, I'm not that much interest towards it. Somebody is forcing me to do it. I'm doing it, but I'm not interested in doing the journal publications and all. Okay, sometimes people used to say, okay. But let me tell you, it is actually, if you once you tasted the sweet, no, you will tempt to always taste it again and again. That is something like journal is something like that. Okay, if you start getting recognition based on that, you will attempt to do it. You will no, you will not fail to do it again. Okay. The finding out the areas are very important. You have to sit time with the faculty and finding out which area you are going to work. Once you have identified the area, then you have to identify what is the ultimate journal for that area. Okay, I'm just taking the example again from my end, because what I have done, I have practiced. I'm telling you how you can go about. That is one way of doing it. A number of people may give a number of ideas there in the research. The research is vast. Okay, if you ask me to travel from Karunya, that is Karunya Nagar to Coimbatore, I can take a straight road from here. Okay, there is again a path there. I can take air travel. Okay, I can take I can go to Madambatti left side, go to Vadavalli, and I can come there. I can go to Selvapuram, take a right, go there, and come to the next end. There is a lot of paths available to reach from Coimbatore. That is Karunya Nagar to Coimbatore. How we are going to reach it is the question. That is similar like this. Research is similar like that. You know what we are aiming it, what we are planning for it, how we are going to reach that place. Okay, what is analogy? Research is something like you apply your skill, you make the things. For that you require some of the literatures. Okay, there comes we identify some of the journals to get some literature who has done previous kind of work, in what way they have done it. Okay, all this analysis we do for journal publications. All right. If no, you identify area. Say for example, I have identified my area as electron devices. So I will see which is the toppest journal in my area. Okay, I'll take IEEE transactions on electron devices. This is the toppest journal there in that area. Okay, let me go and see what they have done in this year. Okay, so in the month of now October. Okay, what is October issue in IEEE electron devices and transaction? Let me go and search that. Okay, right. I'll get actually 25 articles. Okay, I am working in FinFET. How many articles have come there in FinFET based on this month? Okay, I'll identify 2 articles. Okay, who all are that 2 articles? Download that 2 articles and read the articles. Then we'll be updating. Okay, October month 2021, my area, this work, this person, this from this country, this work has been done. All right. So you'd have got some reality there. Okay, as a literature. This is actually the beauty of the literature. Okay, it is not like going and typing there in the Google and downloading some papers and analysis. Okay, that may be some people's approach, but my personal advice, you should not go in that track and collecting a lot of junk papers and reading that papers, and then we will not have focus. Okay, what is the benchmark for the work? Okay, rather than getting the papers the first shot, we will be wasting sometimes time to get a literature on it. Okay, identified the area. You wanted to get a project, for that you need to identify area. All right. this is the core research grant I am going to apply. For that, I need a publication. So I am going to apply for journals. For that, I should work for it. What is the base work I need to do it? I will be identifying some journals and doing it. Then I will see, okay, some other journals from this area. Okay, I'll go for different publishers. IEEE, I selected one, then I'll go for elsewhere. I will go for Springer. Okay, all these publishers, Institute of Physics is one of the leading publisher. I'll go for it and picking up my area relevant journals and downloading the papers from that, reading it, understanding it, then come to a conclusion. Okay, this is what we can do it. Literature may take minimum of 1 year, sometimes 2 years. For research to do it. Okay, initially 2 years it may take. You have to spend time with the literature. You have done the literature perfectly well. Your project and your journal and your outcome is very easy to do it. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Once you have done the literature clearly, see, I have gated around 8 to 10 candidates so far. Okay, I am able to see from my scholars. What I understand is, all right, those who have done the literature clearly based on the instructions and the discussions, they have able to do the research very easily and complete it. After that, they are continuing, they are started guiding. That students also now started producing a PhD candidates because of the proper literature. Okay, if the literature is not proper, that is a problem now with the researchers. They take some of the wrong journals with some wrong results, and they try to do that, they try to attempt that, then they'll come to a conclusion and point, say, I'm not getting a result out of it because the selection itself, it is wrong. Okay, you selected something very wrong, and if you try for it, ultimately you won't get it. All right. So the review is very, very important. I request all of you, go for review article as first. Okay, but it is tough. It is not easy. It is very tough. It will take little time. But if you success in doing the review articles, getting the contribution articles in the short letters or long communications, it becomes very easy. Okay, so these are all the types you have for your publications. My time is limited. I'm quickly going it. All right. Then I want to tell you, these are the leading publishers from my end I'm giving. Okay, you have to be very clear on which publisher you are going to select. Okay, if you go for chemist, you can say ACS publications. If you are a physicist, you can go for IOP publishers, RIS publishers. Okay, IEEE, Springer, elsewhere, Wiley, Taylor and Friends. These are some of the publishers normally we have for it. Okay, now all right, you have plenty of publishers. Leading publishers you select. And from there, you take a leading journals, okay, leading journals, and you do your analysis based on that. Okay, that is much required for it. Okay, don't select some. I'm not rating a journals here, but I'm just saying the quality of the journal is very important. Okay. Sometimes people used to say the word called impact factor. Impact factor of the journal is high and other things. Okay, different people have a different idea, but for me, actually, we cannot scale that impact factor. Is a particular journal is having impact factor means that journal is very big. Okay, personally speaking, I cannot as a researcher, because it is an impact factor for a journal. It is not the impact factor for that particular paper. Okay, I am publishing a paper in IEEE electron devices and transactions. Okay, my journal, it is not, no, I have published a paper in that particular journal. The journal has an impact factor, not my paper. Okay, but I am claiming my paper is published in that. It doesn't mean that your paper having that much impact or my paper is having that much impact. Okay, so the metrics for journals are very important. You should not drive away with the metrics. Okay, you have to be very clear and careful. So in early days of my career, once I have done with one paper. Okay, I was so excited. Okay, I got 2.4 impact or something like that. Okay, then I took it to one of my friend. I said, say I am published a paper in this particular journal. And he asked me, okay, how much is the impact? I said 2 point something. Then he said, okay, very nice. Show me that. I showed. No, array, see, this is not impact factor, gentlemen. Impact factor has to be, you have to see that, clarity analysis. Okay, there only you have to see, many people will calculate their own impact factor and put it there in the journal. Okay, you should not look at that. You go and look at elsewhere analysis there, clarity analysis. Okay, you have to see that. Then I understand, okay, that impact factor is wrong. Okay, sometimes we may be new to this. We may think that, okay, this impact factor is correct. Okay, journal, anyone can put it anything there in the website. You have to evaluate and see, right, which publisher, which journal, which impact factor is correct and other things. Okay, the publishers are very important. Once you have decided the area, you are picking up the publishers and the area of the journal. That is the first and foremost for your work, to calculate the metrics of your work and the validity. See, my talks is always quality and validity and the measurements. I am just limiting there. I am not going anywhere around. Okay, what is the benchmark you want? If you have this benchmark, you will get this. Otherwise, it's very tough. Okay, basically, publications, people talks about Scopus index publications is a minimum one. All right. We rather used to say, I used to say, you go for SC index publications. Okay, science citation index publications, you can go for it straight away. Impact factor, with Web of Science. Okay, Web of Science, then your quality will be always higher. Okay. Down the line, within a year, probably they may change the policy from Government of India as well. We are hoping that accreditation agencies will quickly change the policy from Scopus index journal to maybe Sci Index journals alone will be taken. Okay, there is a lot of list available, UGC listed journals, your Scopus journals, your SCA index journals. Always go for higher on. Okay, Web of Science with Sci index journals. Okay, that gives you better always. Okay, UGC list will be updated. They will be removing some journals and putting it. Then we may think that this journals will come for it next year. It won't be available there. Okay, so always aim for high. It will take a little time, but you have to aim for high and do it. All right. Any questions? Probably I will take it last. Okay. When you go for a journal, you selected a journal, you identified it, you have done some work. All right. Now I am not going to discuss on your work. You have done some work. All right. Then any journal, if you ask me how many days it will write a journal paper, I have a work, sir. Okay, how many days it will take to write? If you ask me, 2 days is enough to complete one journal writing. Okay, it will be surprised sometimes. Some students come and ask me, sir, I need to write a journal. Okay, 2 days time. I'll sit there within half an hour. I'll complete your journal and give. I'll tell like that, and I'll ask them to first to open the Word document straight away. Put the title of your paper. Okay. Now, if you want to do parallelly, you can do it. Okay. You wanted to write a journal, you can do it immediately. Okay. Very simple. Okay. Open the Word document, put the title of the paper, leave one page, put the title as abstract, leave another page, put the title as introduction, leave another page, put the title as your methodology, leave page, discussion, results and discussion, leave page, conclusion, leave page, reference, put it. Okay, save it as your journal name. Done. Your journal is done, almost done. Okay, then what you have to do it. Then you have to write 4 lines, 3 lines, 2 lines, and putting the figures into it, and making the journals. That is a simple way of doing it. Now, if you think that I will first complete abstract, then I'll go for introduction, methodology, and all. No, sometimes the time will be dragging. People will be finding very difficult. What I suggest to my students, reference in your lifetime you have to type only once. Okay, you make it just note, all the faculty members. You may be doing it, you may be having a best practice, but I used to tell to my scholars that reference in your lifetime you have to type only once. That means You have to have a reference as a single, typed document. Okay, you have downloaded 400 or 500 papers. 500 reference would be typed and kept as a separate document. You want to use some references, you just copy and paste it for your paper. First paper, you use some reference, copy that and paste it here. Second paper, you use the reference, you copy and paste. Third, you use it. Then your thesis you will using for 200 references. Copy and paste. Not every time typing the references. These are very simple tricks actually, and also it gives a lot of impact on it. Okay, it's not like putting and pasting here. Okay, you will keep on updating that reference list. Okay, 2021 this much, then next year 2022 this much journals are updated in the reference list. These are all very important for a journal writing. Okay, probably a detailed sessions will be given by others, but I'm just giving this all metrics is related to that. Your titles are very important, your abstract, and the keyword for journal is very important. Sometimes people, not pay much, impact on keywords. Okay, what is there in the keyword, but keyword, if you are not coined properly, your journal scope will not be matched. Okay, sometimes you'll get a no reply, the scope is not matched. That means your title, your abstract, your keyword. Okay, the search engine optimization will clearly tell you your title and your abstract and your keyword is not matched. All right, everybody knows about SEOs, right? Search engine optimization. Google will tell the similar, like Journal Finder will be having it. The publishers will be having. I am the editors for a few SE index journals. Now I'll get a clear picture about once the paper is submitted. Okay, what is the plagiarism of it? What is the duplication submission of this journal? How many journals they have submitted earlier? Okay, the same paper is submitted previously. How many journals? That list is coming there. Okay, then author scope of search will be available there. Then the abstract search is available there. Okay, many indications will be there. By seeing the report in the first instant itself, the editor can decide whether we can send this journal for review or not. It is not like, each and every points there in the journals are important. Title, from the beginning of title, duplicate submission of the title, that gives the impact there in the editor's board. Okay, title fixation is important. Abstract, keyword, introduction, methodology, results and discussion, conclusion, and reference. Many times people lethargically type the references. If the references is not matched with the cross reference report, in the format, if it is not available, out of 40, only 20 is matched and ticked there in the list. The people understand, okay, this person has not done the reference properly. Okay, send back the journal back. Okay, reference plays a very important role before sending for a review as well. Okay, all right, I'm quickly going for it. Okay, these are journal. There's the quality of the journals based on, one is impact factor of the journal you see, and also 5-year impact factor. Okay, immediate index you check, site score you check, eigen score you check, article influence score is also should be verified. Okay, these are all the quality we will be looking for it, not only impact factor. If you want to check some of the journals, how much times it is cited. Okay, citation of the journals are very important. Now I published a paper. How many times your papers has been cited by this is quality. Again, in the citation, secondary factor is present there. Okay, how many times your published paper is cited by a SE index journal is also again a factor. It is not like, okay, some of the Scopus index, very normal journals, are cited your paper. Not like that. Citations also have a quality. Okay, citations also have a quality. You need to be very clear on the quality of the papers is concerned. Okay, don't drive away with some numbers. You think, analyze, have some discussion, and go for any kind of decisions. Journal quality. See, this all take actually for a separate training. As I said, No, project is a separate training for a faculty. For a day, actually, face to face, if we sit and make them to do, then you'll understand. But anyway, for no, exposing you for such kind of program is good. Okay, the quality of journal, as its impact factor, you can check. Okay, site score, eigen score, influence score, all the scores is very, very important. Okay. Then I go for patents. Once you have done it with the publications, projects is there, then to get a project minimum you required a journal. Okay, journals, various publishers, various works, and you do it and you are publishing it. Okay. Sometimes you'll get a okay, I can go for a patent, right? Okay, shall I go for a patent? Sometimes people think that okay, my work is not worthable for a patent. Patent have national as well as international. I want to tell you about intellectual property rights. It is our right. Okay, we should get like that. Okay, there is several categories are present there. Patent is there, copyright is there, trademark is there, trade secrets are present there. We may not be aware of it many times. We only talks about patent. We never talks about copyright. We never talks about trademark, trade secrets. Oh no, industry is all about. Okay, but now the academic environment people, at least they are discussing more on patent and copyrights. Okay, trademark and the trade secrets are only we think that it's only for industry to have it. It's not like that. Okay, if you design something, okay, if you design something, you want to make it as a trademark, you can make it as a trademark. Okay, I'll just quickly give some input on that. These are all the 4 types of intellectual property rights. Okay, you can look. Trade secrets means protect secret informations. You wanted to protect some secret informations, you can have it. Trademarks is protects your brand. Sometimes we may have some brand, we need to protect that brand. Okay. Nowadays, the government of India itself saying that faculty should have an incubation. You should incubate your idea. Okay, you should have some incubation. You should start an industry. Okay, faculty, you can work at the same time, you should incubate. Okay, such kind of platforms have come now already. So if it is goes, we may create some brand for it. If you are creating some brand, then we need to make it as a trademark. I hope you understood, right? No, the example they have given is Apple. I know Apple have its trademark. Okay, they have their simple. Okay, nobody can copy that trademark. Okay, we can keep similar like that actually. Already, when you are going to start up something through your research. Okay, research is the fundamental for all. Okay, you start doing a research, you will get a number of ideas like that. Okay. Then copyrights. Okay, you have some code to copyright. Protect your works. Okay, you have some drawings to do it or some movies to do it, copyright. Okay, anything you can do it. Then patents. Mainly we all work with the patents, and some of us may work with the copyrights as well. Okay, some may be working with trademarks and trade secrets, but the research, these are all actually metrics. We should be very clear. These are all opportunities available as a faculty member to do it in the institution level itself. Okay, this is statistics I would like to give for US. 22% of tech innovations are from US. Okay, now if you see, these are all the growth actually which I am just giving. It may be information for you. Okay, why US is such a powerful country? Because of its highest patent. Now China is coming with a high push because of the patents. Whichever country does high there in the IP market, okay, their GDP will grow high. Okay, the IP market is not good. Okay, I am doing a project, I am publishing a paper, that's it. All right, we don't have anything to get out of it. But if you have a patent, lifelong you will get outcome out of it. Okay, monetary benefits may be there, some recognitions may be there. All these things actually, it is $1 million business out of it. Okay, we have to be aware whether you are doing or not. We should be aware of it. Sometimes our technology may be patented by somebody else. We publish a papers and finish it off. but that papers will be taken as a product, and that product will be patented in the later stage, and they'll be going. Okay, so it's high time to have that setups as well. These are the parameters you should be very clear when you go for patents. Okay, you should have a novelty there in your work. You should have a inventive steps should be present there. Okay, invention steps should be present there, and also the industrial applications. These are the three parameters. Novelty, design patents, you do it, design should be novel in nature. Okay, the steps should be, inventive steps should be novel. Okay, nobody should have followed the steps. Okay, but industrial applications, any two, if you get it, actually your patent will be granted. Okay, minimum two you need to take, then your patent will be get granted. There is a possibility to do it. Not only publishing a paper and publishing a patent and making to the granting stage, we have to commercialize that. Okay, viable patents we need to make it. Viable patents may be commercialized in the future. Okay. Then you can involve there in the consultancy works as well.
அது மார்க்ஸ் வச்சுல அந்த கிரேடா மாத்தலாம் வீட்ல இந்த ஃபார்ம் ஃபில் தந்தறேன்.
Some disturbance here, please. All right. Okay. So I request all of you to go for the research metrics. Research metrics in 4 components. One is your projects. Another one is your publications. Third is your patents. Okay, or intellectual property rights, and fourth is your consultancy. Consultancy works, you start with small and plan for it. Okay, you should have some industry tie-up, automatically your consultancy will grow. The industry tie-up is not strong enough to do it, it's very tough. If you ask me as a faculty member, can I contribute in all the areas? I request all of you to minimum contribute in 2 components. Okay. If you are able to contribute 4 components, that is good enough to do it. But as a research metrics is concerned, as a faculty member, minimum you should have a projects and papers. Okay, minimum projects and papers you should have. Then your patent, you can build it on. Then your consultancy works and all, you can build it on. But the recognition of the researchers is based on your projects and papers, basically. Okay. Your trademarks, how they will assist it. They'll go for a Google Scholar and check. Okay, what is the I index or H index of the scholars? They will check it. Okay, they will now go and see in Publons. Okay, they are checking in many of the research forums, actually research IDs. Okay, ORCID IDs. Okay, if you are not there in the ORCID IDs, you develop your ORCID IDs. Okay. All these research badges are very, very important to get involved for basic and the fundamental academic research. Basically, what we do is in a fundamental academic research. Once you start doing the higher order research, then we'll go for a products and patents. Okay, products and patents. Normally, products and patents are the key. I'll suggest you go for the patents straight away. Okay, if you ask Intel every time they does a patent. You do some innovation, they patent it. Okay, you ask Samsung, do innovation, patent it. Okay, because somebody should not take that design and do it later. All right, patent is very, very important. All right, now higher order research, if we start doing the higher order research there, we can concentrate on that. So with this, I am concluding my discussion here. Now it's open for the question answer session. I am very happy to take questions from you, rather discussing more on the titles on that. Okay, because afternoon time, this faculty development program, I understand the limitations as well. Okay. Within the short span, I want to give what it's all about research matrix and the validity. Okay, thank you so much. And now it's open for question and answer session. Now you can ask your questions you have. You can type it in the chat box as well if you have a questions. Am I audible? Somebody can respond to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir,
okay,
audible,
thank you.
sir.
Yes, sir,
Thank
you're audible.
Yeah. No, if you have any questions, probably I'm very happy to address your questions.
Good afternoon,
Give
sir.
any funding agency, funding project agency, and yeah, ma'am, yeah,
Good afternoon, sir. This is
yeah,
Dr.
please.
Gunavati. Sir, you spoke about the Scopus Indexed Journal. So recently, I have published a paper in the Scopus Indexed Journal.
Okay.
But one of my friend told that we need to check in the what is that Scopus Indexed Journal database. So when we check over there, we couldn't find the file which is not updated in the database, sir. What is the reason, sir?
Ma'am, that journal is there in the Scopus database?
Yes, sir. In the
or
journal, it has been mentioned. It is in the Scopus.
no. In the Scopus, that journal is present there or not? In the Scopus database, the journal
Yes, sir.
is
Yes, sir.
listed,
Yes, sir.
but your paper is not cited there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to verify whether
Okay.
the journal is now there or discontinued earlier. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sometimes the journal would have been discontinued from the Scopus. If
Okay,
it is discontinued from the Scopus, they will be just putting, no, I'm just giving to all the faculty members. Many journals now just put a jargon word saying it is Scopus index and attracting the people. Okay, sometimes that journal would have been discontinued. If the journal would have been discontinued earlier, they will be using that. Once upon a time, we are Scopus index, so we have used that word. Okay, you have to be very clear. Sometimes it is discontinued, your paper may not be citing there.
so do we have any link to check our paper about the
No.
Scopus index?
No. Scopus,
Okay,
no, go to the Scopus database and
okay.
type your article and you check. That is the only way to finding out. If you don't have actually that license for Scopus verification, if you want me to help you out, now you can put it to me. Probably I will check out and update you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Ma'am, the Scopus index list somebody has asked. Okay, I'm suggesting you to go for only Psi index journal, which has an impact factor. Don't go with Scopus index journals at all. Okay, this is my personal request. I used to all my scholars go for Web of Science journals with which has impact factor, because Scopus index alone, sometimes no, it is all. No, I cannot openly say that, but it is all actually some kind of a no, it is not proper. Some journals are not proper. Okay. So we should not drive away with that. I request all the faculty members. Sometimes it may take little time. Okay, work on the quality. Okay, if you need some support or anything, from the beginning stage, I tried many journals. First journal which myself got, my journal got accepted after 7 rejections from the same journal. Okay, I never give up from that. I keep on attempting the same journal. At last I got it. Okay, learned the lessons from there. Till today, I'm telling all my scholars and my friends, okay, go for that. Quality is very important. Okay, quality is very important. Sometimes it may take time, but you will get the best. Okay, you should get the best. I mean, that will give you actually a confidence to go for a further project. Now, let me tell you, my master funder project was sanctioned by DRDO. Just seeing my two top papers. Okay, this person, I don't know anybody there at the time. By seeing that paper, okay, this person is having some caliber to work on it. Okay, give the project and see. Okay, just like that we entered like. No, now we started getting projects after project because we started delivering it. They got a confidence out of it. Okay, they got a confidence out of it, and this is now needed for faculty domains. Everybody work towards that, focus towards that, and stay calm, compose, and do it. Okay, don't be very aggressive, very fast. Okay, and no, fast is needed. I'm not saying it is not like that. Okay, but no, within 10 days I have to do this, or 15 days. No, it is not like that. Research is not like that. It's a lifelong. I know the professor. He is 80 plus now. He's a very good friend of mine. Still, he is doing a research. He is staying there in the home. Okay, with grandchildren. He is enjoy doing the research, and research community always acknowledge him. Oh no, right? So such kind of it is not. There is no retirement for research. Okay, there is no compulsion for research. Research is just to enjoy and do it. Okay, sometime we start doing enjoying the research. You will get a lot of connections, lot of encouragements, lot of acknowledgements, a lot of rewards, awards, all things will be coming. Okay, so I request all of you to go for that. Okay, one question I started reading earlier, I want to address that question. Give any funding project agency and how to apply. Okay, Revati ma'am has asked, ma'am, based on your area, okay, if you suggest, or if you could send your area, okay, these are the area, no, probably I may suggest some agencies for that. Okay, ma'am. If you are able to say the area, I can suggest quickly. Okay.
Sir, data mining and machine learning and digital image processing in those areas.
Ma'am, yes.
How
Data
to apply,
mining,
sir?
digital, yeah. Okay. Straight away, you can apply for Department of Science and Technology there. Cyber physical systems, there is a scheme, cyber physical system scheme is available. Many of the faculty members are getting some projects from there. And you are looking for some of the core research grant. DST CRG is also supporting you. Okay, two. And the third one, any laboratories. Okay, you want to go fetch for some of the projects from ISRO. Respond, there is a scheme. Respond basket, there is a scheme. Okay, you can check based on your specialization. Okay, based on your specialization, you can check ISRO respond basket. No, these are all the areas you will get some positive replies. It is a fair evaluations. You have some confidence and contributions in your area. Certainly, you will get the best, ma'am. I wish actually you should get the best. These are the areas. Furthermore, you want, you can discuss. I am ready to support whatever I can, because publications and the projects, which are the things which I personally learned from the scratch. Many professors and many elders, they guided and we got it. Okay, now I want to give. Right.
எல்லாரும் இருக்கீங்களா? போயிட்டு வந்துட்டீங்களா? எல்லாரும் வந்துட்டாங்களா?
Okay, sir, nice, sir. How to apply a detailed proposals? How to apply, sir? The way of approach.
It is there in the online mode. There is a proposal format available. If you go for DST in the cyber physical system, there is a separate, I think Professor Murthy, I guess he is looking now. There is a format available. If you go for ISRO respond basket, you can type there. There will be a link and the format available. Okay. You can apply through online as well as offline modes. Based on the request, you can apply. Okay. Yeah, welcome. Any questions? All right. Some messages. Sir, you suggest SCA is better than Scopus? Always Sci-Index journal is high, ma'am. Okay. All the Sci-Index journals are cited in Scopus. So you can think that Scopus Sci-Index is always higher. So I'm not comparing, but all the SCA index journals are cited in Scopus. So you can always aim for SCA index journal. Okay. How many Scopus Index journal should be published during your PhD degree. I'm not sure from which university you are. Based on the norms of your university where you are pursuing your PhD, the norms will be given. But rather, what I suggest is, if you are a PhD scholar, you can go for each unit as one journal. If you have 4 units or 5 units, 5 journals, that will be a good thesis, I believe. Okay. Normally, what I practice is that I insist my scholars to do that. I encourage them to do it, but some people will, mostly they will do it, some may not, but depends on the student or a scholar. Okay, it is not purely, it's not based on the supervisor or the university, it depends on you, how you are doing the research. But preferably have always one unit should be published in one journal. That is a good thesis, you can have it. Okay, that is my perspective, ma'am. Okay. Sir, for textile field, can you find any funding agency? I hope there is a ministry for textile. Okay. Ministry of Textile. A lot of ministries are there in Government of India. Textile, you have in Coimbatore itself, there is a Citra. A lot of projects are going on. Consultancy work Citra is doing. Okay, a lot of opportunities are from textile in the Citra, in Coimbatore itself. Okay, ministry, some social relevant projects. DST often give, and no, in one pack I have seen a textile-based antenna. Somewhere I have seen. Okay, you can just blend with the textile with some kind of a engineering domain as well. You'll get a lot of scope on that. Okay. How can we increase our paper citation? We cannot increase, that is impact of your paper. Okay, how you feel? No, your work is no that much worth. People started referring, then automatically citations will come. But anyway, few inputs I wanted to give you, madam, based on SEO. Okay, normally we never does. Okay, I also never does, but luckily our papers actually going in that direction. But later I understood that your keywords and your title and your abstract, okay, that must be having some link. Say for example, if I'm using HEMT is my area, high electron mobility transistor, my title, my abstract, my keyword contain on these keywords. Okay, the SEOs will search that and bring it there in the Google. Okay, mainly we are using Google as a search engine optimization mainly. Yahoo, Rediff, search engine optimizations and all, very less people are using. But if you go for Google, Google is again changing the algorithm very often. Okay, based on artificial intelligence, sometimes their backend algorithms are getting changed. But still you can have SEOs. Okay, search engine optimizations based on keywords. You can use the keyword there in the title. Same keywords can be used in the abstract for 1 or 2 times, maximum of 3. Okay, and also there in the title, keyword, and the abstract. So that when you start searching it, your paper may come there little above there in the search engine. That's the way you can promote your articles. That is a one way. But rather, if you take also, the paper is not worth, the results is not impressive, people may not cite. That is depends on our work. Okay. Yeah. Any questions from any one of the faculty members? Yeah. I think I have done my part. I hope this may be useful for you. I request all of you to work towards that. Any support from my end is always welcome. Okay. You can connect with me. I will give my email ID as well. If you want, you can write to me. If you have any doubt, you can give. This is my email ID. Okay. Nirmal@karunya.edu. Okay. If you have any support or anything, you can mail. Definitely, I am ready to support the faculty members in this direction. Okay. Thank you so much for the organizers. It's pleasure being in your team to support or train the faculty members in a very short time. Normally we does for long with a face-to-face, but due to Corona and other things, we are doing it in online. But that's good. We are in a very short time we have made it. Okay, thank you so much. Ma'am, it's over to the organizers.
Yes, sir. The session was yes, sir. Yeah. Within short span of time, you have given a lot of information, sir. Very informative. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. All the very best for the participants. I hope from this session you would have taken few information related to especially journals as well as publications and also few inputs in the patents as well. Okay. All right, do best. I'm hoping to hear from you. You have done some good things. It may be a great acknowledgement for my talk as well. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Definitely,
All
sir.
the very
Definitely.
best. Shall I take a leave, ma'am, now?
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. We'll have a formal vote of thanks.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Please, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable information. I now invite Suganya Sri, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, one and all presented here. And it's my privilege to propose vote of thanks for the faculty development program of today's session on research metrics and measurements for research validity, and express my gratitude to our management and our beloved principal, ma'am, Dr. R. Premalata, for her constant support in all our activities. So I also express my deep sense of gratitude to our resource person, Dr.D.Nirmal, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Karunya Institute of Technology and Science, Coimbatore. Sir, you have explained fluently in an inspirational way about the research metrics and measurement for research validity, and it was really informative for all of us in this forum. Thank you, sir. And I also thank head of the departments, faculties, and all the participants for various college of different disciplines for your active participation. Once again, I thank everyone for your presentable participation, which made the day a grand success. Thank you, sir. We are highly obliged. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Dear participants, feedback link has been posted in the chat box. Kindly fill it up.
Finished.
Yes, ma'am. It is posted in the chat box.
Ma'am, kind request to you. Yesterday I couldn't fill the feedback form because of some internet issue. Could you please share it again, ma'am? Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Daily in the